What's up, everybody? It's JT Sports, and I'm actually guys with another 7-round mock draft. And in this mock draft, I'm going to be doing the Oakland Raiders. Before I begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe. I upload NFL videos and NFL content daily, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. And let's get into it, man. So the Oakland Raiders, in the first round, 4th overall pick, I had them selecting a defensive tackle, Quentin Williams. Now, they already have a bunch of defensive tackles. They have guys like Maurice Hurst. But, it wouldn't hurt to draft the best player available, since I don't think Josh Allen and Nick Bosa will be available at these spots. So it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and draft Quentin Williams. He's a good pass rusher. He has Aaron Donald comparisons. And that's the thing. When you have a player this good on the defense that bad, even though you already have depth and guys at the defense tackle position, this guy is going to be very, very good. And I think it would be hard for the Oakland Raiders to pass on him. And I think they actually took him out to dinner from a couple of reports I saw a few days ago. So the interest is there, and I definitely believe if Josh Allen and Nick Bosa aren't available, that they will go ahead and take Quentin Williams. Another first-round selection, 24th overall pick, I had them selecting cornerback Byron Murphy. Now, they picked up another corner, but I think Byron Murphy, he has the potential to become better. He could play that slot corner position or that cornerback 2 position for the Oakland Raiders. And I think he would be a pretty good selection for the Oakland Raiders, who definitely need help in that secondary. They added a safety. So I think Byron Murphy, even if they don't feel he would be a good cornerback 2, I think he would be a pretty good slot corner for the most part. So I have them taking him with a 24th overall pick. And with their last pick of the first round, I have them selecting tight end Noah Fant. They need somebody to replace Jared Cook. And Noah Fant will be a good addition there. He's fast. This guy ran a super fast 40. I think it was a 4.4 or the 4.5. I don't remember. But this guy is super fast, super athletic. And I think John Gruden would find innovative ways to get him the ball in his hands. Probably line him up at wide receiver a little bit. I don't know. The sky's the limit. But I think he would be a no-brainer pick for the Oakland Raiders if available here. So going into the second round, 35th overall, had them selecting a defensive end, Shane Zimes, out of Old Dominion. Now, he's a first-round talent, but, there's so many good edge rushers in this draft that he's pretty overlooked. But this guy is definitely a late first-round talent, and this would be a pretty good pick for the Oakland Raiders, who need to add some pass rushers. I think this guy had like 18.5 sacks and like 11.5 tackles for loss. So this guy has immense pass rushing ability, and he could also start right away for the Oakland Raiders, who need to add some more depth at the defensive end position, and a guy who can get after a passer after these guys only had 12 or 13 sacks last season. So this would be a good pick for the Oakland Raiders here. In the 4th round, 106 overall, have them selecting wide receiver Riley Ridley. Now, I know they already picked up a couple of wide receivers in free agency, but this is the 4th round, and it's no way that John Gruden is going to go a whole entire draft just selecting all defense. And there's nothing wrong with having more wide receivers on your roster, because you can never have too many good wide receivers on your roster, because wide receivers make plays, they make the clutch plays, and they're the guy catching the ball from the quarterback, so you can never have too many. And Riley Ridley, he's a good route runner, has solid hands. He's been pretty overlooked. I actually had him on my top 10 underrated prospects going into this year's draft. And I think the reason why he's been so underrated and under the radar was because of his lack of production at Georgia, which was because he really wasn't targeted that much by Jake Fromm. But I believe he would be a pretty good pick and a pretty good selection by the Oakland Raiders, especially in the mid rounds. This is when you start finding most of the NFL rosters. I believe like 60 or like 70% of the NFL rosters come from players drafted in the 3rd and 5th round. So this would definitely be a good pick here. And in the 5th round, I have them selecting linebacker TJ Edwards out of Wisconsin. 140th overall. Now, it's nothing really special. He's just your prototypical old-fashioned traditional linebacker. I mean, he's pretty good stopping the running backs, and he's a pretty good tackler in the open field and stuff like that. Just your prototypical linebacker. I think the Oakland Raiders will probably like to add some more depth at that linebacker position, and I think TJ Edwards would be a pretty good selection. In the 7th round, 218th overall, now I really could see this pick happening. Halfback Rodney Anderson. Now, this guy has been injury prone all throughout his time at the University of Oklahoma. But trust me, this guy, he passes medical exams. He passes physicals at the NFL Combine. This guy has a lot of Derek McFadden. And I think the Oakland Raiders need some more running backs. I think they let one of their running backs go. I believe it was Doug Martin. I actually think they have all 2 of their running backs. I'm not sure. Somebody let me know down in the comment section down below. But it wouldn't hurt to add a guy like Rodney Anderson, because Doug Martin and Marshawn Lynch, they're not much of a pass catchers or using the passing game. But Rodney Anderson, he runs good routes. He can line up at slot. He's probably the best route running halfback in this draft class, and he's very explosive, very fast. Once this guy gets in the open field, you're not going to be able to catch him, and he's like 6'2", I believe. So he reminds me a lot of Derek McFadden, and I think John Gruden, being the offensive guru he is, will like having a guy like this on his team. Now, with the last pick of the NFL draft for the Oakland Raiders, I have them selecting quarterback Trace McSorley. I just think John Gruden would like to bring in a quarterback. I don't know if Trace McSorley would make an impact, but I mean, you could bring him in and he can compete for a roster spot. And I mean, maybe John Gruden could line him up kind of like what Mason Hill does, because he's very fast, he's very athletic, or develop him or whatever they want to do. But I think they would like to bring in another quarterback just for some competition, or maybe they just want to bring a guy in the training camp. And I think Trace McSorley will probably be that quarterback, and he will probably be a good pickup. Now, you guys let me know what you guys think about my 7th-round mock draft for the Oakland Raiders. And also make sure to like the video and subscribe for more NFL videos and content. And thanks for watching.